Thank you, Perry. You guys, I don't know what's going on, but it kicked me out of my own chat. So hopefully everyone can come over. It wouldn't let me go back to my original chat. And I don't know what just happened. It kicked me out of my own chat and wouldn't let me back in or Perry. So I had to start a new live. Wow. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so at least you guys are coming back in. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I was doing a live and it just kicked me out. All right. So now we are going to move forward. That shit happens, I guess. My goodness. So we're going to talk about the new Ozempic craze and what Bethany Frankel said about it. We're going to talk about Dina Manzo calling Joe Gorga a liar. We're going to talk about the new housewife and how I think Bravo setting her up for failure. And then we're going to talk about Quad returning to Married to Medicine. Woo. All right. So, as I was saying before, let's start with this Ozempic craze, okay? Last night on Watch What Happens Live, Dolores came on, maybe the night before, I'm sorry, the night before, she came on and admitted to being on Ozempic. Now, just like I said in the other live, I have to acknowledge that Dolores looks African American. She's getting darker and darker each season. Okay, Dolores, we get it. You want to look tan, but my goodness, okay, like you're getting a really, really tan, really, really tan. She really looks like she could be my cousin. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. I wonder, is it a spray tan? Is there darker makeup? Are you laying in the sun? What's happening, Dolores? What is going on? Thank you, guys. I'm going to put my banner up right now. Here we go. There it is. Thank you, D King. So anyway, Dolores admitted last night to being on Ozempic, and like I said before, I think she's the only housewife that has come forward and admitted it. Half, all of them. Think of a housewife. If they lost weight, they're on Ozempic. It is a craze with the housewives. And I don't care. You can use whatever you want. I hear that it could cause some side effects, but they might not be that bad since so many people are doing it. I really don't care. But Bethany Frankel has spoken on this, and she was saying that there's a shortage here of people with diabetes, real diabetics. They can't get the medicine because all of the regular people are taking it now for a diet supplement, a shot once a week. But now, since they're running low and doctors aren't issuing it as often anymore, they have resorted to going to Mexico to get it. So ridiculous. I don't know why I'm laughing. So it's not like you actually have to cross the border. It's something that you can get online through these bootleg companies. So it's really hard to find out how to do it. I know how to do it only because somebody that was on Ozempic told me how to do it. But they will mail this to you from Mexico. And Bethany Frankel is saying that's not right, that the people are using it for a diet supplement when really it's for diabetics and now they can't get their hands on it. I don't know what to say. I mean, I get it that welcome Rochelle, welcome to the chat. I get it how these women have to look thin. They have to look thin. People ridicule them if they're not the size of a model. You have to be bone thin. And but you're taking away from people that really need it. I don't know. I'm just going to put what's out there. This is what's going on. The people with diabetes at this point, now they have to go to Mexico also through these bootleg companies. And what happens is these are illegal businesses that are ran online. So they'll put up the site for like a month or two, then they just take it down and open up another site, and you don't know that there's another site. So they're avoiding being caught by selling prescription medicine that's prescription in the US to Americans. It's a mess, but that's what's going on. Okay. I don't know about a solution for it. It is a mess. And it's pretty bad when you have to get it through a bootleg company. Cause I've purchased drugs before in Mexico, but I was in Mexico. I don't know. Something about that's weird to me. You can also get drugs. What are they? Controlled substances like what are they? Vicodin, Percocet. A lot of people are getting Percocet from these bootleg companies. So that's just what's going on. I don't even know what to do about it, what to say about it. Because if I say maybe you guys shouldn't do this, no one's going to stop. In the meantime, you're taking away from real diabetics, and then it's just so, I don't know, dangerous. I don't know. I want my medicine to be FDA approved here in the United States, but I don't know. I'm not going to knock it. That's what people are doing. Welcome to the chat, Natasha. So that's what's going on with the Ozempic craze. And I think Dina is the only housewife to admit to it, but it's all of them. Allegedly. I got to put the word allegedly. There's Erica Girardi. There's, of course, we call her Ozempic Kyle. There's Kyle. What? And these women are lying about it. At least Dolores admitted to it. Okay. So thank you, Dolores. Yeah. I guess fasting gives you the same effect, but fasting's hard and people don't want to do anything hard. But you are so right, Tish. It gives you the same effect. But when you fast, you actually get hunger pains. So I fast before where I really lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And I think I gained it back in 3 days because when I was allowed to eat, I was so hungry. I couldn't stop myself from eating. So, but some people know how to fast. Bethany Frankel's a person that knows how to fast. I'm not so good at fasting. So I just try to eat healthier and exercise. And I'm not too good with the exercise either. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about what's going on with Dina Manzo and the Gorgas. Now, listen, I've been watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. You got to give me a break. I've been watching it. I really haven't been doing too many recaps on it. I don't know why. I just haven't been. I really have not been enjoying the Gorgas. This is no shade. Listen, let me tell you this. I've just had yesterday another housewife get upset with me because that's probably why I don't cover them no more. Because I have to say what I have to say. Thank you, Patsy. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I have to say what I have to say. And they're very sensitive. Okay. They don't want you to say anything bad about them. But don't give me bad behavior and then I won't have to talk about it. But I am tired of the Gorgas. I cannot stand Melissa or Joe equally. I think they need to be off the show. Now I understand this is not good news to you, but I'm just telling you how I feel. You are clout chasers. You'll do anything for fame. You're treating your sister wrong. This is how I feel. I'll let you guys speak when I drop the link. I just don't like the Gorgas. So now it's being reported. So on last episode, Joe said that the reason that Teresa fell out with Dina is because the two men, David Canton and Louis, got into it over a business deal. And now David Canton had to come forward and said that's an absolute lie. Completely made up. He said he met Joe one time at a party that Teresa had. Besides that, he has not spoken to these people. I believe David, even though he's an alleged mobster. That's what I have to be true. Okay, even though he's alleged mobster. Listen, these alleged mobsters are cool. Some of them are really, really cool. And they don't act the way you think. But I believe David. The Gorgas are so desperate and so thirsty for camera time. I just don't like them. Okay. I don't like them. I think it's time for them to go. I mean, your father, would he be proud of you, Joe? The way that you and your sister are not speaking, because it affects the entire family and it affects the children. I don't understand. And listen, if Melissa felt a certain way about your sister, that should not affect how you feel about your own flesh and blood. I just am sick of season after season after season after season of these people arguing. Maybe that's why I don't cover it anymore. Like, I could probably take an old review that I did a couple years ago, play it today, and you guys wouldn't know the difference. It's all they keep arguing. It's not fun for me to watch family, because you guys know I'm big on family, keep going at each other's throat. If we can't reconcile and come to some kind of meeting of the minds, then let's just be done with the show. I just can't. Over and over and over. I don't like it at all. And I blame the Gorgas. Some people blame Teresa, but I think we all come to the same conclusion: is we are tired of them arguing. This is years, people. It's years. So that's what's going on in the world of New Jersey, who Carlos King used to produce. It was very good. Are we missing Carlos King? Is that what's going on, people? Are we missing the king? Because I am just over New Jersey. The same argument. It's just taxing on me, people. Hi, Schmoopy. Schmoopy says they and say whatever they want because they don't realize that our YouTube crew is thick as thieves. Come for one of us, and you come for all. We want new blood on Jersey. I do. I want new blood on Jersey. And that's going to make the old people upset. I like Jennifer Aiden. People say, oh, she's this. I don't know. She's entertaining. But besides that, I'm even kind of sick of Teresa. Like, I just need a new storyline here. Welcome to the chat, Joshua. All right. So talked about that. Now let's move on to the new housewife. Okay. The new housewife that's going to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let me put the picture up. Annmarie Wiley is her name. Okay, so there's things going around about her already. And I think someone told me the very first time that I introduced the new housewife that she's very controversial. So what's the controversy? Is she's a Republican, and she is, how should I explain this? Doesn't agree with the transgender lifestyle. Okay. That's her belief. I never, ever, ever argue politics to anybody because it's not going to change. You don't talk about politics and you don't talk about religion because it's just a useless. I mean, people aren't going to change their beliefs, and some people will get, they just get crazy when you talk politics. But this is why I say that Bravo is setting Annmarie up for failure. Okay, like there's just certain people you don't cast. You don't cast people that has a history of being racist, like they did Jenny Nguyen. Eventually it's going to come out and it's going to blow up. So I don't understand their casting. To have a African American Republican that is transphobic is not a good idea. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying I agree with her, disagree with her. I'm saying Bravo, you're setting this girl up for failure. When all of her stuff starts trickling out that she said about the LGBTQ community, how do you? I'm confused. Like, why would you hire somebody? What? I don't get it. I know you guys like to be controversial, but there's certain lines you just can't cross. Race is one of them. You don't hire a racist. Makes no sense. You don't hire someone that doesn't agree with the trans community. It makes no, what are the, huh? I'm confused. Anyway, so people are upset already about her political views. Listen, I hope we don't make this, I hope she doesn't reveal that she's a Republican and she's a diehard Republican, and then all diehard Democrats are going to be upset. What are we doing here? I'm confused. I don't know. But anyway, and I said I wanted a nice season for Beverly Hills, but we're starting out. We haven't even seen her on the camera yet, and they're talking about she doesn't agree with the trans lifestyle. That's not good, people. It's not good. What are you doing? And if it gets too contentious, I stop watching. I like problems that can be solved. How you feel about the trans community, that's a hard one. I don't think that could be solved right away. So anyway, just a warning, what's going on? It's very contentious at best, okay? Now let's move on. Let's talk about Quad. So the rumors are that Quad is not returning to the Real Housewives of no, Married to Medicine. I got caught up. They're still on Bravo. She's not returning to Bravo on Married to Medicine. She's not returning allegedly because they have Bravo's casting is messy. They have rehired Dr. G and his new wife. And the word is that Quad was upset about it. But here's the thing. She's saying she's not going to return, but she hasn't told them yet. So they're waiting for her to sign her contract. And she's saying that it has to be right in order for her to return. So I'm going to take this to mean that if you want me to come back with my ex and his new wife, who for some reason get under Quad's skin, she does not like them, then I think she's going to want them to pay her the money. This is not a good move, Quad. It's not a good move right now. Okay, and let me tell you why. They don't need you, and I say this in a respectful way. I really like you. I enjoy you. You're great. You're amazing last season. When they tried to demote you, you were a very big part of the show. Got it. But number one, the network doesn't like being strong armed. Okay, they don't. Welcome, Rain. Welcome, Rain, to the chat. They don't like being strong armed. Two, they could go on without you. Have you forgotten that Dr. G was a very important cast member on the show? He got along great with the men. He already knows them. I don't think I would just strong arm the network just yet, Quad. I don't. I think you need to come back at whatever they're offering you. Now's not a good time to try to get more money, and show us that I'm adult enough to be in the same room with Dr. G so we can stop arguing about things in the past. And I'm very happy for you to have a new wife. That's what I think. Well, a lot of people are going to say, Cheryl, shut the hell up. Quad should not have to deal with Dr. G and his new wife, but you do if you want a job. So this is how I feel. I feel that Quad should come back. Don't strong arm the network. Just come back and be yourself, Quad, and be messy and tell us things about the new wife we don't know. Tell us things about the wife we didn't know. Always talk about how Dr. G cheated on you and she better be careful. I will come back. But anyway, so she's in limbo right now. We don't know what Quad's going to do. So it's not official that she quit yet, but you better hurry up. So that's what I think is going on with Quad. And I think I got everything. What time is? Oh, good. I got 10 minutes. Quad, stop strong arming the network, okay? Let's just pick up where we left off. I'm gonna drop the link. If I don't have anyone come up, I'm going to okay, wow. I can't drop the link. Oh boy. Let me try it the old-fashioned way. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard. I couldn't do it the old-fashioned way. Someone said bye, Quad. What? No, we need Quad. Do you guys remember she came back last season as a friend to the show? Hey, the crew. Hi, Emmanuel.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Bonji, you look nice today.
Thank you.
Hey, Dawn.
What up?
Okay, what do we want to sound off on first? Let's start with you, Emmanuel.
Hey, New Jersey.
Hey, Shara. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm
the
a little
shade of
bit
it all.
tired also from New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
You know this new storyline that they have going on about the pizza business and if Louis stole some money. Honestly, I don't even know who to believe at this point because there are people coming out where it looks like that little pizza oven that Teresa did that she called Skinny Pizza.
Uh-huh.
It actually was true, and people are posting like the
It's
prototype.
true.
Yeah, they're selling them on eBay, and it shows a picture of Teresa, her daughters, and the box says Skinny Pizza. So Joe was right about that. So at this point, I don't even know who to believe.
Oh, I didn't know either.
Right.
AJ, who do you believe?
Hey, I believe. Do you know what? I believe none of them. They all liars anyway. But you know what? If I've got to choose between the liars, then I'll have to say, I'm sorry, the Gorgas, they are.
Are you
I'm
enjoying this
sorry.
season?
I am. I actually like the new housewife. I like Danielle. I don't like. Is it Rachel, the new one? I don't like her.
I like her.
And I like the Margaret's mini me. The what's her name? Jen Fessler.
Yeah.
I like her too.
Oh, she's
Anyway,
funny.
Go ahead,
but
Emmanuel.
it's
What were you
getting
saying?
good. It's getting good.
As far as Quad, I really hope she comes back. She's one of my favorites on that show. And when I heard that Phaedra was coming back, I
Yes, he's
knew they
good.
were gonna like team up and just take it over because they're really good friends in real life. So I hope that she doesn't walk away. I think it would be more power to her if she stays and confronts her ex or whatever.
Yeah.
As
Look,
far as go ahead.
go ahead.
As far as this what's the name of the new housewife for Beverly Hills?
Ugh.
Annmarie.
Annmarie. Okay, I'll probably disagree with almost everyone here. I don't think that's a problem that she has those views because everybody has different views, and just because someone has different views doesn't mean that they shouldn't be on television.
What?
And
Emmanuel.
Okay.
listen,
Okay.
I
I
think
see your
that
point.
as long as you're not putting hate out there, as long as you're not, hating on someone, I don't why is it an issue? Everyone has the
It's a
right to
big
have an
issue. If someone tells you I'm not comfortable with the trans lifestyle, that's like
Yeah.
someone saying I don't like being around Mexicans. You would be offended, wouldn't you?
I think it's different. I don't want to get
Here's the
into
thing,
it, but I
Shara.
think it's
But
different.
then who are we gonna read? We have someone to read. This is amazing.
Go
I
ahead,
can't
Bob.
wait to read her.
Here's the thing. So
Cannot wait.
the term not comfortable with the trans lifestyle, unfortunately, the root is very, very problematic. And
Really?
it's a conspiracy theorists who believe the worst of the worst and the most egregious things about the LGBTQ plus community. And that is very problematic because you are spreading hate.
Right.
When we look at where we are as a country, all these bills that are being passed in our state legislatures, where they're saying we're passing the anti-gay bill, that is problematic. And so bringing somebody onto a show that is meant to be entertaining and
Mm-hmm.
somebody who believes that. We don't know yet what she's going to say,
Mm-hmm.
but based on what I've read, it seems like she believes those conspiracies, which
Mm-hmm.
are very problematic.
Yeah.
Anybody can be on TV,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody has a right to well, we all have a right to say whatever we want to say because we're free speech, but then
Yeah.
we have to face the consequences.
Let me
Right.
read
So
this
they
really quick.
so
Let me read this.
basically the
Hold on a second, AJ. Jen Shaw is writing a Real Housewives play for herself and her prison friends. I heard about that. I'm trying to give Jen
what?
Shaw no credit. Like, thank you,
No
Swoopy.
way.
So this is a very important conversation that we're having. AJ, you said you welcome the new housewife that's uncomfortable with the trans community because you want something to talk about.
Yeah, I want something to talk about and I want to read her. And it's going to be interesting because we already know who's coming back. And how many times are we going to read Kyle and her
But
boring?
that, AJ, you
It's just,
have to agree that that kind of tension is,
it's dangerous. I know
yeah,
it can
yeah,
be
that's it.
dangerous. It can be really, really dangerous. But
Hold
then
on a second.
again,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
uh,
Denise, the link is for uh the membership. Anyone can come up.
do
Sorry,
you,
go
do you
ahead.
think do you think Andy Cohen may have lost his mind a little bit? Because like I'm being serious because he has lost the plot a little bit with a lot of like the shows. We have women going to jail left and right. I mean, he's not
Yeah,
keeping an eye on the ball. He's
yeah.
not even vetting these people personally. He's got a team of people. Did you hear he'd said that he's no longer a producer in Vanderpump Rules and he just shows up, and I think he likes that role more now,
Oh no,
where
I
he
didn't
just
see that.
shows up
But
and
why would her views even come up on the show? I mean, we have people like Jennifer Aiden who like she has said that she supports Donald Trump, but that doesn't come across in the show. So I
It's a
don't
yeah,
big
but
know
she's got a
difference.
why
gay
her
son.
personal beliefs should be involved in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't think they're going to be talking about that.
But that's
Well,
politics. I think that's fine.
her husband, Marcellus Wiley, is a huge commentator for anti everything. He's anti everything. So,
Really.
and people are going to, I mean, they're going to put two and two together. They already have. So, if she's been married to him that long, it's going to be,
So
it's
you're
going to come
familiar
up.
with the husband on?
Yeah, he played for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm
And
familiar with him too because I
he
watched
was
all the sports.
problematic back then.
He also
So,
has a YouTube channel where he
Oh no.
disseminates all this hate and
yeah, he
Oh,
he
always
another
even got
one.
onto
spews hate.
Dwayne Wade for the way he was raising his, child.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Now,
anti everything. Marcellus Wild is anti everything. So if his wife, they're together, they're going to be anti everything. I'm not saying that everybody's opinion matters, but it's going to be
Hmm.
a problem for them. They just need to get ready for it. It's going to elevate
This is
now.
good.
that
But this
see,
is but don't we need this to maybe this could be like
no.
a
No, we
because
don't.
we need to be educated what type of people is out here in the world. We really do because we live in a bubble and exposing people like her and seeing, I mean, it made like, I don't know what's going on with Andy Cohen. There must be something's going on. I mean, he's lost the
That
plot.
kind of
If she's okay to hire her, if she's that bad,
no,
then there's
AJ,
something about her.
that kind of thought process that she has enrages people.
Yeah, it
If you
Yeah.
does.
say, I'm not comfortable with the trans, it's just as bad as being racist. It's bad.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what they want to
I'm
show. The
confused
killing part
Well,
now.
about it is, you think about it. Bravo been called out for all these racist women being on the show. Well, they can't get
Yeah.
us. They can't get black people for being racist because we can't be racist. So they're
mhm.
gonna get us for this.
Can
And they
I
fired a
chime
lot
in?
of people left and right for being racist. Vanderpump Rules, they fired a lot of
Yeah, they
people.
start firing people. Now they're gonna have to fire people again for being what's the word?
Everything.
LGBTQ.
Anti-LGBT. But
Yeah.
Andy Cohen is LGBTQ.
And
So,
that's
I
why it doesn't
mean,
make any sense. Like, what
because
is going on?
I
he's
feel
lost the
like
plot.
Orange County is a good example. Like what's her name? The really skinny one. She just got a divorce.
Yeah, they
Um
completely read.
yeah, I feel like Orange County has had a lot of open discussions about the same exact topic and there was no backlash. So
You
I
mean
kind of
Gina?
I agree with Emmanuel because I feel like it was an open discussion on Orange County and nothing happened.
Here's the
Uh,
thing, though, guys. I I
They
have
got
been
rid of
watching
Kelly.
other Bravo shows,
Mhm.
and for example, they have Summer House and Winter House, which are incredible shows, but racial stuff and um concerning the white cast members and some black cast members, as well as this last year they had an Asian um, young woman on the show, and she brought up race because of how she was being treated on the show. So this is not something new when it comes to Bravo. But for me, what is concerning is that they are not dealing with these issues as informative as possible, or even finding a way to discuss them in a way that not only informs but educates in a way. I know it's not their job, they're entertainers, but we live with these issues every day in our lives as viewers.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now
that's why I think that they should have never gotten rid of New York. They should have kept
mm,
that same cast and made them work through it, made them talk through
they're
it.
coming
Because
back.
if you all understand the same, those New York left because of this same issue. They couldn't take that conversation. Not
But
that
they didn't
the
fire
audience
anyone.
didn't. Yeah, not that the audience didn't. You know, some of the audience didn't like it, but some of the audience did like that diversity. And it's going to be. It may be the same problem with Beverly Hills if she brings that side of her life to the show.
But I think
Yeah, for
Emmanuel and
sure.
Essence are saying we have to have this conversation because this takes place in the real world, and we
Right.
can all discuss it as adults. And I don't
Yeah.
think we can discuss it as
Yeah,
adults.
It's
but
not
this
the
is
end of the world to
yeah.
have two different opinions in a respectful conversation.
No, it's not.
I
It's
think
it's
Not, but
what it
people
is
get
that
it's
Essence,
scary,
people
but
get irate over
Mhm.
being insulted because that's what she's doing in that kind of way.
vile. I can just imagine in the coming season. This is going to be so good. I mean, for us to watch because as a viewer, we're going to be educated. Some people are going to be educated. I definitely want to see what Andy Cohen sees in her. That's what I want to see. But because in the Housewives of New York, that I don't know who brought it up, but they Andy didn't fire anybody, and they were all most of them were famous for being saying some racist stuff as well. Ramona Singer,
Well, they didn't bring
being
the show
friends
back.
with.
Yeah.
They are coming back. It's gonna be called. There's two
It's
house.
just
They're gonna
it's
be
different
two.
people.
Oh,
There's
you're
gonna be
talking
two
about the thing with
franchises.
Luann and
Yeah, there's gonna be
Tanya?
one called. There's gonna be the Real Housewives of New York with a brand new cast.
Oh,
Brand
okay.
new cast. That's coming
I did
up.
hear that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and they introduced them, and then it's gonna be the legacy with the old of them, with the old.
This is a
So means
mess.
the Luann, Jill
See,
Herring, allegedly, and Dorinda, and Ramona said she would not come back, but Sonia and Luann, they're all coming back. And Leah McSweeney, who's
Oh
on
God, no.
oh
the
God, I
who's
know.
gonna be on
Oh
it.
no.
She's also gonna be on it. Yeah, unfortunately.
But Sherelle, about New Jersey,
She's good TV.
I understand that you like Teresa, but I can't stand Teresa lately. She thinks if you don't come in and kiss her butt, then you're wrong. Like, why does Melissa and Joe have to kiss her butt and say
I
that
tell you
she's
what.
right all the
Well,
time?
I don't think
I tell you why.
Teresa's asking them to kiss her butt.
Teresa,
This is the thing,
this
okay?
is
First of
tell it.
all, Melissa and Joe went to everybody they could to get on this show. They said, if you put us on this show, we'll go back to back to back with Teresa. We've seen this for years, okay? Now they didn't like Joe Gorga when he was Joe Judice when he was married to Teresa. Okay. Then she divorced him and they all of a sudden everybody's kumbaya for a minute. Okay. Then she get with Louis. She didn't even bring him on the show. Remember, Joe was the one saying, "Oh, Teresa's in a relationship, and I kind of like him." She didn't say nothing about him. They brought him on the show. Now
And
that
then,
she's gonna marry the guy, they got an issue again. They're not happy unless Teresa is unhappy. That's the
But
problem.
Teresa was
and the
miserable
daddy.
when Margaret brought out the truth about him.
No.
She was miserable. She hated Margaret.
It does.
When
This
Margaret
is the
said
thing.
truth
She
about
can
him.
hate Marge all she wants. Melissa was the one that played that message for Marge to have something to talk about.
But
When she said that,
I'm glad Melissa is fighting back with truth because this season,
What truth?
What
this
truth?
season, but
That's
listen,
not
every
true.
time,
That's
This woman
illusion.
is a proven liar.
every time Teresa said something this season, Melissa said something to counter back, and Teresa got up and left.
And Melissa got a whole bunch of lies. If you go up down Twitter, all her lies have been refuted. Even the text message she put out, she didn't even put out all the text messages. They have been refuted. Okay.
On display. Her song.
Oh Lord, no.
But why should Joe and Melissa kiss Teresa butt?
They shouldn't.
They didn't have to come on the show at all. Teresa didn't want them on the show. She found out what happened to. Do you know when this show? Okay, I don't know if you're a full-time watcher, but I've been watching it since it first started.
Yeah,
when it first started, the family dynamic was
Teresa.
I'm trying to think of the family. It was Jacqueline's family that was on there. The Manzos and
Manzos. It was their family.
So when they got into that family spat, Teresa said, "I don't want my family on there because we already not in a good place. I don't want it to be destroyed." That's what she told all the producers. But Melissa was going behind her back talking to Danielle. She was talking to the producers. Even Carlos King has came out and said, "I don't know how many Facebook she done sent me."
Hold on, let her finish. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Opinion. Go ahead.
He said, "I don't know how many messages she sent me trying to get on the show, talking about something. I'll go to bat with her. I'll put all her business out. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll make good reality TV." The thing about Melissa is Melissa wanted to be famous.
Get a song out.
And she got on this show to be famous. And what I don't like is if you're going to be on the show, you got your own family that you live in. Why are you fighting with Teresa every single season? Like, show me I ain't seen her kids none this season. I don't know nothing they doing. You don't hear nothing about her job no more. Since we done found out that her store was selling fake stuff. We don't hear nothing about that store no more. You don't hear nothing about Joe job no more because he up there, he owe people money and stuff, and he bartering and begging and stealing for everything. Like, show me your real life. Don't get on reality TV just to fake and fight with your sister.
So now let's go back to season 1 or season 2 when she didn't want her family on the show. They were having problems previous to that. The problems didn't start when they came on the show. For people who've been watching since day one, the problems didn't start then. The problem started before. The problem started with Melissa before. She didn't like Melissa at all. She didn't want Joe to marry Melissa at all. So the problems were before Melissa.
I just said that. And I also said she didn't want them on the show.
Yes, but who's Teresa? Who was her to tell somebody don't come on the show? Just like
she's already on the show. So she had
it's not ready. Hold on. Let everybody let them speak. Go ahead.
Anytime somebody goes against Teresa, you have to be off the show, i.e. Danielle. When Danielle told the truth that Teresa told her to pour Marge hair, then she wants her off the show. When Jacqueline went
Danielle quit on her own course. She got on Watch What Happened Live, and she said, "I'm done."
Let him finish. When
Jacqueline was against Teresa, she wanted her off the show. So it's just like you can't go on the show and have an opinion against Teresa, or you're against her. Just like Jennifer came in and kissed Teresa's butt. Imagine if Jennifer came in and was anti-Teresa. She'll be off the show.
No.
Okay, let me tell you something. Marge ain't never had it for Teresa. Marge ain't never had it for Teresa. She's not off the show. Nobody's saying that everybody got to kiss Teresa's ass. All I'm saying is, and this is respectfully, all I'm saying is, if I know I'm going through family issues and I don't want my family on there because I don't want to make it worse, and then my family is going behind my back telling producers, "Oh, well, I'll bring all the mess to the show," knowing that this is a messy show. Then what are you trying? You're not trying to help the family get back together. All you're trying to do is cause a bigger divide. And that's what Teresa saw. Teresa saw, hey, the situation is not what it's supposed to be. So no, I don't want my family on there. I'd rather handle. And then here's the thing, okay? He keep talking about how she disrespecting his daddy. If you're going back to the first season, do you remember the christening?
Yes.
Do you remember the dad getting upset because they made a spectacle at the christening?
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody.
And he called her trash.
What did Joe Gorga say? That
he called her trash.
Joe Giudice was trying to split him and his father up. He came into their relationship telling lies against Joe.
Okay, so if Joe Giudice was so bad, then why is Joe Gorga going over there giving him a hug, talking about this is my brother?
because he
Yeah.
was trying to
Like,
make
make
peace
that
for
make sense. I'm
Teresa.
just saying. Listen. I'm not gonna try to change.
You
I'm
hear
not trying to
Perry? You
change
see what
your
Perry
mind.
said in the chat?
You go up for whoever you want to go up for. I'm for right.
But
Okay, I ain't team. I ain't
I'm
team
not there.
Teresa.
I'm not.
I
You
ain't
know,
team
nobody
Melissa.
should
All
come
right,
on this
hold on,
show.
hold on.
Nobody should come
go
on
ahead, Don.
Jersey. Nobody should come on Jersey and have to kiss Teresa's butt or befriend Teresa in order to be a good person on the show. If Melissa wanted to come on the show to be famous, fine. Let her come on the show to be famous. But she should not have to come on the show and kiss Teresa's butt to be a part of her family.
All right,
That's crazy.
Don, let me let
They all
Opinion
do it.
respond.
And
They
she
all
should
do it.
not have. This is the thing. You should not want to come on the show and put your family business on Front Street. That's all I'm saying. If you want to come on the show and be famous for what you're doing. All I'm saying is you ain't got to dog the family out. You ain't got to put somebody down just so you can shine. That's
Are we
what I'm
watching the
saying.
same Teresa putting people down, dogging people out, flipping
Here's
tables?
the thing. No, you saying no. You saying
Corporate
everybody that go
stripper.
against Teresa has to go. But Marston went against Teresa. She ain't gone.
Can I say something, Cheryl?
Jackie
Yeah,
went
hold
against
on to
Teresa.
something too.
She ain't gone.
All right, let me let somebody else jump in. Everybody, one at a time,
Somebody
so
said
the
first time
audience
I
can
agree with
speak.
Dawn.
Go ahead, Bonji, and then Essence. Go ahead, Bonji.
Okay, so this discussion is what Bravo instituted at the beginning of shows on Housewives. Remember, in Jersey, if you came on, you had to kiss Teresa's ring. In Orange County, you had to kiss Vicky's ring. They had like a central person who people had to win over. And remember when I forgot which cast members came on the OC and they were talking about why is it that when someone comes on, Vicky always has an issue with them the whole first season.
Gretchen.
So what's happening in New Jersey is what Bravo orchestrated at the beginning. Unfortunately, in this case, there was already beef between these siblings
Exactly.
and the family. And this show has just escalated it to a point where, as far as I'm concerned, it's so ridiculous. FYI, have you guys seen the video of Jennifer Aiden and her husband and her kids with
Joe.
Joe
Juicy
Gorga.
Joe
Right.
out
Yeah.
somewhere having fun?
Right.
BravoCon, yeah. Was
All
that
right, let me
BravoCon?
let Essence jump in, and then we got to let the new person speak because we're talking over Melon. Go ahead,
Okay,
Essence.
I'm gonna go, Cheryl.
Okay,
Love
thank
you
you,
guys.
Bonji. Take care. Bye. Jump in, Essence.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm here to talk about the Ozempic. So, actually, there is another drug that is exactly what Ozempic is, but it's marketed towards those who just want to use it for weight loss. So it's not at all connected to diabetes. It's called Wegovy.
It's called what?
It's not marketed towards diabetes.
No, what's it called?
Wegovy.
Oh, I never heard of it.
You might
Go
have
ahead.
heard the commercials like on TV
I saw
and
that this
our
morning.
regular life.
I saw that commercial this morning.
Yeah,
So
in our
it's called
regular life.
Wegovy, and it does the same thing as Ozempic?
Right, but it's not for, it's literally, so Wegovy was allegedly created to target the market of people who wanted to lose weight using the same thing as Ozempic without the diabetes ties to it. So there is a such thing as Wegovy. So I'm not sure if everyone is on Ozempic and if some people are on Wegovy.
Is this it right here, Essence? That word at the bottom?
Wegovy?
Yes, Wegovy. Without an
wow.
N, sorry. Yeah, so that's targeted towards weight loss. It's basically the same thing as Ozempic. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the lady on Watch What Happens Live. There is because I watch a lot of beauty videos on YouTube, and there is a shot that these celebrities are getting. It's a melanin shot that they're actually taking to tan from the inside out, basically. So
Yeah.
it darkens your skin without going in the tanning booth or like sunbathing.
Stop. Wait
Yeah,
a
I've
minute.
heard of that.
That is
Hold
nuts.
on. You're
Did you see
saying
the
there's
black?
hold on, AJ. There's a pill you can take to get darker?
It's not a pill. It's like a IV drip or a
Wait, what?
not an IV drip. It's an injection.
Yes.
What?
And I've seen a white woman from Germany said that she's a black woman now because she's taken this
AJ.
Wait,
thing and she
what?
was on TV. It's true. Have you
Hold-
anyone seen it? She's even been on Maury and she's been on UK TV. And this white woman from Germany,
Mhm.
it was a blonde woman, and now she's got afro, and she's
Wait, stop. Okay,
and
stop.
she's taking that thing, and she was so black, she's blacker than me, and
Yeah, no,
she's on the show
seriously.
saying I'm
The
a black
Kardashians
woman
took it.
with
The
a German
Kardashians took
accent.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
stop.
Kim in
Because this
particular.
is what you hold.
She took a lot.
Just hold on, Essence. This is mind-boggling.
Right.
Let me put this picture up here really quick. You're
Yeah,
saying
she's on the shot. Mhm.
You're saying that perhaps Dolores took a shot,
In my opinion.
to look
Dolores has
darker.
always been like that, though.
Dolores.
Even
yeah, she
young
took a
pictures
shot.
of her, she's
I
always
don't know
been
if
like
she
that.
took the shot or
Black
not. I'm just letting y'all know that the shot exists. I just want
Do
y'all
you
to
know the name of the shot?
Oh, I can. Oh God, let me see. If I
You
can-
take a shot to look dark. Technology is tripping me out here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get
let
darker.
Let Melon speak. Melon, we've been talking over you the whole time. We do apologize. Go ahead.
It's passionate. It's good. No, that what the young lady was speaking of, I heard about that shot a couple of years ago, and I think the same English man there. I saw that woman. That's who they were advertising. It was
Yeah.
like a joke because she was doing something internally to turn dark externally. But in regards to Quad and her ex-husband and his wife and all this, that, and the third. I know Quad had a big dilemma with people saying that she purchased a home that was outside of her means, and she went on this big hoorah to say all of these different streams of income since this is the new thing, and how did they even know she has a mortgage to pay? So even if she's paid for her mansion that she's living in, and she's free and clear of a mortgage, the size of that home and the land that it sits on is a huge upkeep price. So for her to now want to step away from being a cast member because of ego, I don't think she wants to play that card and try to bluff them in regards to pay me an astronomical amount of money to get me back, because I'm sorry, I don't know what else she's doing, but she's not on if she's not on this show, she's no longer on TV. And I'm willing to bet that was the biggest source of income for her. As for the new housewife with the football husband, first and foremost, I don't know if this woman even identifies as a Black woman. I saw a picture of she and her husband, her children, and her Asian mother. So we can't just go and just identify her as Black. She could be a Republican and she could be controversial, because I guess this is what all of these reality shows are trying to do indirectly. If you think about it, I remember seeing, I can't think of her name. She's the Asian woman that's on Beverly Hills. She had a picture, and I swear to you, I saw it on the wall in her dining room area of Trump. So, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're not the 1%. The 1% was the Malou family and the Vanderpumps, and all these people aren't the 1%. But they would like to be. So 9 times out of 10, they're all going to be Republicans, because that's the quote unquote thing to be.
But Melon, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I want you to think about this. If I have a person that I know has issues with the trans community, that is a very touchy subject. Why would I cast this person?
But you have to think also. So he had Diana, who they deemed racist.
And that was a disaster, wasn't
Right,
it?
exactly. They had Diana, they deemed racist. They had
the lady from
New
Dallas.
York. What's her name? New York.
That's right.
Ramona, Dallas.
Ramona.
Some woman from Utah. All of these people. And everybody went ballistic on these people and called him racist and tried to shout out Bravo, which in my opinion, if you really truly think it's that way, just stop watching the programming, which, I won't even get into that. However, now if he strategically moves it and he gets a what society is deeming as a Black woman to come out and start spewing what she's saying, what's going to be the reaction of the people? Because the Blacks can't say anything, right? Because, she's Black, but she may not identify as Black at all. And it sounds like to me that's probably not what she identifies as. So he strategically, he has an agenda. And I've said this before. Andy Cohen is at the end of the day, he's a white, wealthy man. Okay. I don't care that he's gay or not. At the end of the day, he's a white man. This is a patriarchal society that we live in, and he has an agenda as well. He's racist, and he has.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Oh yes.
Melvin,
Oh
stop.
Lucifer.
Stop. Let's stop.
No. Oh yes.
He's a Lucifer.
Sherelle, can I
He's
say
a gay
something?
man. That doesn't mean anything.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me say this really quick, Essence, because I don't care what skin color Andy Cohen is. This is not good casting.
It's not. I agree, but he wants it's going to get the people to tune in. At the end of the day, he can care less. The bottom dollar is how much is it going to
We're going to be arguing again. We're going to I'm going to get more cease and desist because I'm going to speak my mind. This is a
and you're going to tune in and you're going to go to Bravo.
Such a disaster.
And this is my last thing to say about Jersey. It was a big uproar about Teresa and Melissa. At the end of the day, both parties, both families, I'm sick and tired.
Absolutely.
It's like watching all my children. These people are getting paid $1 million at least to come on every few months and basically broadcast the exact same dilemma. Neither one of them are really showing their lives, right? So we're looking at scripted TV that's really unscripted, whatever they're trying to say. Every year, Melissa and Joe, they come back building a new house for no particular reason. Teresa's in a new house with no particular reason. You don't know what her children, you don't know about their grades, you don't know how they're getting along in life as young adults. You know nothing. So
they never go on vacation.
Everything, we if it's supposed to mimic real life, I need to see their real lives. Maud, you got
Money.
her with her husband and how she cheated. You even, the newer ladies. I love the newer ladies, especially the psychiatrist lady, because she's so down to earth. But for Melissa and Teresa and Joe, all of them, get rid of them like the Manzos because they have no storyline and they're getting paid.
Hold on. You want to fire the Gorgas and Teresa?
Let a real storyline develop. We've been watching the same storyline since season 2. What are they in? Season 10?
Show's gonna end then.
Season 13.
Well, it's all been about her. What are we gonna talk about? Margaret?
Also, if you think about it, both of them, all they do is bicker amongst each other. Who cares? Your brothers and sisters, handle it offline and then come back to the show and bring your real life. And I don't mean bring your new home, your new mansion that you're building, because we still don't know what any of them do for a real living outside of construction. Like, give me a real story.
But this is what I think about that's so different with this show compared to the other Housewives shows, is they are like real family and they all like married and they all have like relationship and they have big family. They are authentic.
I agree with that. And it's fun to watch. They're more fun to watch.
They're more real than like Beverly Hills. Like Beverly Hills is so fake.
I agree.
I cannot wait. And the only hope we have in Beverly Hills with this woman is Cynthia Bailey reading her Atlanta style, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like you cannot see Garcelle reading her. Garcelle cannot read.
All right, go ahead.
Cannot read, but I love her, but she cannot read.
I was gonna try to go next.
You're right.
Go ahead, Ebony.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Ebony.
I just wanted to say I agree with Dawn and Emilio that I think the topic of transgender topic is also a hot topic, but I think that we are respectful people, that we can talk about it, and we shouldn't really cancel her just because she has her own opinion. There's a lot of people who dislike people who date interracially. I mean, that's their opinion, I think that we should allow her to show us. And if she doesn't speak negative about transgenders or talk about hate, I don't think it's a big deal, because we had a president who wasn't much loved and he's going through a lot right now. So I just think
Ebony,
we're trying to cancel him. Everyone's trying to cancel him.
Were you around when we were talking about the colorist topic and we end up talking about it 6-7 episodes?
Yeah, and I was here too when you said you can go back and you're several years from talk about your Jersey, and I was here when you said that it's the same thing with the girls. So I understand. I just think that it's something we need to have education on. A lot of people do think that a lot of people aren't happy with transgender, or they don't understand it. Let's say it that way. They don't understand the transgender lifestyle, and they still need to be educated on. That's why I'm just going to say it that way. And
It's so sticky. It's like fighting politics. Have you ever fought politics? It just goes on and on and on, and no one learns anything.
And I do want to just say this. Someone saying it's a Teresa show, really, my skin crawls when they say it's a Teresa show. That really bothers me, because I know she gets away with a lot. But if she didn't have Melissa on there, what Teresa can give us? She can't even give a real conversation. I mean, there's not much going on up there.
That's true.
So
You're right about that.
With her story.
She's not the sharpest knife.
Do you agree with Melon? Should we get rid of the Gorgas and the Judites and just start from scratch?
No, I think we started with family. I'm sorry.
No.
If we started with family, this show has really been about family. I mean, from both families, we can see it has always been about family and family fights.
Yeah, family fights. This is reality.
They have not had one positive season. They have not.
That's good for us. We're talking about it, right? I mean, I don't want to see them locked up, and I want to see
but what else is
and
going on in their life besides them fighting?
And then conflict again, and then resolution, and then conflict again, and then resolution.
You're different. You love fights.
No, I love drama. Look, I'm a TV watcher, and I love watching reality TV. And when I watch reality TV, I like watching people that excite me. And like you said earlier, what's going on with Andy Cohen? You keep asking that all night, and I can tell you this man is not well, because if you go out and find all these casts and half of them are broke.
Wait, hold on. You just said Andy Cohen isn't well.
I don't think so, because he's very stressed out. He's got 2 beautiful children. He's got that radio station. He's got like the Watch What Happens lives every night. He's got gay dating life. He's got like Anderson Cooper. He's got a lot of. He's got Hamptons. He's got a lot of things to do.
Andy Cohen?
I'm not bashing him. He needs to take a seat back and maybe let someone else take over now, because basically the casting is not going really well. We need to when I watch Netflix, I'm watching Netflix and I'm watching all these bling empires and all these rich people and like drama, and I'm thinking, why can you not do that, Andy? Like, you're the one who created this. Like, why can you not just? And I just thinking, why are you getting all these broke people, and half of them are in jail, and they are like on some sort of a substance, all of them, and which is entertainment to watch. But I'm being honest. I'm reading,
true.
but
It's true.
I think we need to shake it up and get some billionaires. I want to see billionaires conflict now.
I'm
sick of all these. Why am I watching people like us? Like, I don't want to watch people like us. I want to watch people.
Look at what you're doing. Look what you're doing, AJ. Someone said that
it's
Andy
true.
looks unwell.
He's
overworked. He does. Have you seen his eyes? He looks so tired. And he's drunk every night. He drinks every night on that show. Oh, come take a shot.
Like, he's a white Steve Harvey. Have 100 jobs.
Oh my
God. Maintain his lifestyle.
All right, you guys. I got to start wrapping it up. Emmanuel, what are your final words? AJ is just too much.
My final words are, I agree one of them needs to leave New Jersey. I think what I would do is that I would get rid of Melissa and bring back Caroline Manzo so she could go at it with Teresa. I think that would be fun to watch. If Quad, if you're listening, please don't leave Married to Medicine. And it's not like you're going to go get something else that's better anyway.
Yeah.
Carlos,
is she leaving?
Yeah. Oh, Cheryl, you mentioned earlier that Carlos King, maybe he's being missed. I think Bravo found their new secret sauce, which is Mona Scott Young. So I think they should keep her around because she did.
No, let me tell you guys about Mona. Candy's show came in very low ratings again this week. 500,000. Yeah.
Candy's show?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How dreadful.
What's Candy's show?
Not her show,
it's called. It's not her show. It's called the SWV Escape Queens of R&B.
And Candy don't run Escape.
Why? Is it because most people are not watching Bravo, or is it the timing?
I don't know.
I don't know in America.
Does
because
anybody know
everyone's
why
what.
Candy show is coming? Well, not
I have
Candy.
a theory. I have a
They
theory.
said they also had to calculate the streams because some people are streaming it on Peacock
Yeah,
as well.
I
yeah.
Yeah,
have a theory too as
that's
well,
what he
Sherelle.
says.
What's your
I
theory,
think it's
Essence?
I think it's because what's going on with the cast members is boiling out in real time on other platforms such as the radio and YouTube. So
Mm-hmm.
for me personally, I have not watched the show, but I am fully aware of everything that's going on, and I also have my own valid opinions. So I feel like with this show, it's too much outside narration as far as like on the internet and on the radio, to the point where you don't even have to watch the show to keep up with this.
But
So
that's
Right.
what every
Right.
Bravo show.
no,
Every
no, not at this magnitude. Not at this magnitude. And it's unfolding in real time. Usually
Yeah,
with
it's
other
folding.
Bravo shows,
Right. With the
you find
receipts.
out what they think afterwards, but what this show
Yeah,
is, we're seeing
on
what's going on in real
on
time with the people
on TikTok,
out.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's not happening after the show. It's happening with the show, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
And
So
they're
you don't
doing
and
have to watch
today,
it.
Instagram lives every night,
right,
Mm-hmm.
and
so that everyone's
SWV.
tuning into that.
so okay, let me see if I
They're
think.
ruining their own show, basically.
So you're
They
telling me,
can't even keep
AJ,
their mouth shut.
you're saying that the Queens of R&B is overexposed?
They're
It's too
overexposed
much
and they
competition.
too
That's the
much.
word I would use. It's
Yeah,
too
Yeah,
and
much
also
competition.
because think about
and
it,
they're giving
Sherelle.
too much. They're
Candy.
giving interviews to Tasha K and every. I mean,
Yep.
there are
But
some things.
that's a good thing, isn't it?
No,
It
Go
it's
is
ahead,
good.
messing
Emmanuel.
with the ratings.
Hold on, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Because I was gonna say, think about it, Cheryl. Candy has her thing on it, on Speak on it. Tiny has her own channel. Tamika has her own channel, so they all talking about it. Like I think SWV was today on the Sherry Show, and they're
J-
very upset
And
at
they were
Escape.
on Jennifer Hudson's show too.
Yeah,
They're very upset. But anyway, and then the last thing I want to say was I still stand on what I said about the new
Mm-hmm.
lady at Beverly Hills. I think that she has a right to her opinion, and I respectfully, Sherelle, I do disagree. I don't think race is the same as that other issue, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say about it. So let's just give her a chance. Let's see what she brings, and we can judge her
fair
on
enough.
that, not on her
Fair play.
beliefs.
I mean,
So,
yeah, so we can read her. That's
hold on,
good. I
hold
mean,
on, AJ. Go ahead, Don.
I
we're gonna
miss the
get her.
days of Bravo, like we were just talking about, when you didn't hear about what was going on. You may have heard one or two leaks, but that's why you tuned in on Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays, and they had those 4 million views and 3 million views. Now they can't even get to 1 million because we've heard the whole season
So
Mm-hmm.
before it's
basically,
even
what you're
came out.
saying, Don, I don't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt you, but I just had an epiphany, is that Candy Burris, Tamika, and Tiny have watered down their
And
product.
Latasha.
And
it's not
Natasha
just them.
have
It's
watered down their
all the
product.
shows. It's all the shows.
Hmm.
Is Dr. Heavenly when she comes on. It's
Yep.
we everything is leaked now, so there's no need to watch it.
Yeah,
There's no need to
everything is
watch it.
leaked.
Yeah.
And they're
So
gonna have. Are they gonna have a reunion? Do you guys
no,
think?
no reunion.
Oh
But
well,
I didn't say
That
anything
would be
about
awesome.
Quad. Quad doesn't need to come on
I was
until
gonna
they
say
pay her
Andy.
to come on for
Yeah,
that mess.
yeah, Quad. And Quad, did she leave
All
or
right,
was she
AJ, you sound off.
fired?
Go ahead. What are your final words, AJ?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was looking. Did Quad? Is she gonna leave or is she getting fired? Maybe,
Leaving
or
is
they're
She
trying to
left.
fine.
replace her
She left.
because Spreaker.
She said she wanted to see if they won't have a storyline without her.
Well, that's
Mm.
what they all say.
But it's
They
not
leave,
official
but
yet.
I don't
She
know.
still, they can sign her
She said it
contract.
in her comments. She responded to
Oh,
somebody that asked her was she coming back, and she said no, she was not coming back. She said let's see what they can do without me.
do you think they're gonna make her a friend to the show again?
No, she has a full-time offer. She's not
Do you think
signing
they're
it.
gonna demote her because of Phaedra? They gotta
No,
get rid of.
No, they
No.
already fired two.
no,
Yeah, they're
they
fired too.
they
Yeah,
offered her a contract. All Quad has to do, even though she's saying on social media
she
she's
needs
not
to
coming back,
stay.
if she wants to come back, all she has to do is sign the paperwork, and she's not
She
doing
needs.
it.
She needs to stay. She needs to stay. She's good
She
TV.
does. She
I
does.
like her a lot. And
Essence, oh, go ahead,
oh, I was gonna
AJ.
say about who were we talking about? Sorry, I'm so confused. We were talking about SWV, right?
Right.
No,
Their
no.
watered down product.
Yeah,
What
the
were we
watered
talking
down
about?
product. Yeah, what were we talking about? Please remind me.
It's your
Ki-
last. It's your last
Your
comment.
final
It's your
thoughts.
final
Mm-hmm.
thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not with it today. I'm
You gotta
sorry.
love AJ. Go ahead, AJ.
Yes, my last thought is basically they need to bring Dina Manzo um, not Dina, what's her name?
Carolyn.
Caroline Mansell back into the show. I agree with Manuel, and they need to get rid of Melissa, because now we're tired of it. Melissa, you can go, and but then again, I'm afraid actually stay on there. You can stay on there. I don't mind her because
You have
I
to move
like
on.
people. I want to have people I can hate on. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Essence,
So we want
sound
to.
off.
Okay, I wasn't accusing the lady on Watch What Happens Live of using the shot. I'm just saying that if you ever see someone with lighter skin that is not of African American or person of color, more than likely, if they are in Hollywood, they are using the shot. Is not. I mean, some things are gate kept in the community in Hollywood, but some things are like well known, and that shot is well known pretty much. And they're
Wow.
using it. The Kardashians used it. Kim used it when she was, going through
Well,
her
if you
Do
stop
you think
using it,
Kyle is using it?
Kyle. I don't know. I haven't seen Kyle. No, but
if
I think
it's
he
not
is.
a tan. It's not a tan. It's a drastic change in skin tone.
it,
So
Yeah, I know.
it's not.
Essence,
hmm
if you stop the shot, will your skin return to normal?
I believe so.
That's
Yeah,
too risky.
but Sherelle, there was a woman, a German woman, that did this, and she took so much. She was so black,
But it's
and now she's a
it's a
black woman.
addiction. It's an
It's an
addiction.
right. She's an addiction, but now she identifies herself as a black woman, and she
Oh,
went and got Afro implants and
crazy.
everything.
That's
She's
absolutely
nuts.
crazy.
Lastly, I want to say I hope that the lady on Beverly Hills is given a fair chance. I don't think that it's okay to judge a person ever. I don't think it's okay to judge a person off of like their beliefs and views, whatever side they are. I think we should be respectful to everyone. I'm sure Bravo is an equal opportunity employer, and it would be highly illegal for them to not hire her based on her religious or political views. So
Hmm.
I
Thank
think
you.
that I hope that she gets a fair shot, and I hope that she is not unjustly dragged on the internet for being who she is, because we don't drag people on the internet for overly exposing children and things
Mm.
like that to things that they shouldn't be seeing at such a young age. So if everyone can be respectful, I think that that would be wonderful. Otherwise, it
I'm
will be
gonna
just.
drag her on Sherelle's
I don't
world.
think
Hold on,
that is
AJ, let
fair
her
though,
finish.
AJ. I don't agree with that, but I am actually a
I
politically
will.
neutral person. I stay out of conversations like this on purpose. But I just wanted to say that I don't think it's okay to drag a person based on their personal beliefs. If they're
Yeah,
not being a bigot and they're
yeah,
not personally attacking, I
yeah,
feel like there's nothing wrong with them having opinions.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so
Sound
yeah,
off,
that's
opinion.
just how I feel.
Yeah. Go ahead, opinion.
that's
Sound
true.
off.
Okay, so Melissa can go. We could bring Dina back. You already know Caroline ain't coming back. She already said she's not coming back. She hates she did Real Housewife, the girl trip, Ultimate Girl Trip. And Quad can stay gone for all I care. Like Quad has not brought anything but drama since she's been there. She thinks she's more than she is, and yeah, um, that's it.
Thank you. Ebony, sound off. What are your last words?
I'm just thankful to be on the panel, and I think Essence.
Ah,
I echo everything Essence said about just be
give her a chance.
respectful. There are a lot of people in the world who don't agree with transgender or who just need to be educated with those thoughts. Just be respectful, and sometimes it's more entertained by the panel than the actual entertainment. Have a great
I
week.
know it is. Melon, sound off.
I also agree with Essence. We as a society, we are living in a bubble, and if a person doesn't think or act the way we feel like they should think or act, it's the biggest uproar ever. If she gets on the show, I mean, she can have the conversation as long as again she's not being disrespectful to anyone. It's her right to do so. With the whole Jersey thing, I say keep Teresa. If you're going to do it, keep Teresa and keep the sister-in-law, but bring in somebody else, be it Dina or Caroline, whoever, to try to just break it up because it's just too overwhelming. And last but not least, in regards to all of Bravo, all of these people just want to be famous. They can care less. They are all rich basically, but they need that fame. They want that recognition. They want to be seen. And I think that's the downfall of a lot of it because, you know, just because you want to be seen and you want to be relevant, you will sell yourself to you will sell your soul to the devil just for relevancy. And I feel like that's what Bravo is. I kind of like watch your shows and other YouTube shows, and I don't even watch the broad like Real Housewives of Atlanta. I stopped watching that about 2-3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Potomac, I feel like it's going to be the same thing. I love the recaps, watching you guys and all of that. I could get out, instead of being aggravated, I'm aggravated enough in my life. I don't need to watch a show with fake storylines and get their aggravation as well. And that's it.
All right, you guys,
Hey,
we
Sherelle,
had
you
a
got a lot of
stimulating
people.
conversation. We go all over the map, don't we?
Yeah, Sherelle, you got a lot of people.
We talk about
asking how to
Bravo,
become
and
members.
it's crazy. Well, I should just straight out recap the show then next week. I didn't realize so many people still watch Jersey, so we'll do that. I also hear that it's going to get really, really good. So I don't know what that means. That's what an insider told me. She said,
Yes.
They're going to expose Melissa kissing that guy in the car.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well,
It's all
that's
gonna
why
come
they're
out.
encouraging me. So we'll do it next week, you guys. Go ahead.
Yay!
Oh, and Sherelle, I think Latasha's going to appear on Watch What Happens Live maybe this Sunday, so that's going to be interesting.
That's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you
I'm
guys,
gonna watch that.
Calling in. I got to wrap it up. Thanks. This was a great conversation. As always, AJ, you are just one of a kind.
I love you,
Thank you
Sherelle.
guys for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye, guys.
That was really, really good. AJ's too much. All right, you guys. So please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. Wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. Got a lot of super chats today. I don't know what. Maybe it's because we were talking about Jersey, but you don't have to support the channel, but you do. So I really appreciate it. That was a great conversation. I'll be back with Perry at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. Until next time, bye for now.